Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Today I have a little project share. Also, I want to share with you some embellishments that I've been working on that I think might be useful to a lot of my friends out there. For this project, I used my Diamond Dies cloud set. And this is what they look like. And I have to tell you guys, I do own two other cloud sets, and honestly speaking, wholeheartedly, these cloud dies are my favorite dies ever. I love them not only because it comes in threes, that you get three wonderful clouds. I also love them because, as you can see here, this has like a chevron print. This has little holes in them. It also comes with the raindrops and the hearts. But most of all, I love the fact that they're so big and fluffy. They're not flat. They're not super teeny tiny. And because of the size, you can use them on layouts. You can use them on cards. You can use them for any project. But because of their size, they work great as a die that you can either multi-purpose or add to. And I'm going to share with you what I mean by that. Not too long ago, a fellow DT member and a very sweet friend by the name of Olga Vasquez, hi Olga, also decided that she wanted to also create something other than what the die was made for. And I don't know if you guys have, how long you guys have been watching my channel, but I've always been a person to try to create multiple purposes for whatever product I buy, whether it's papers or dies or stamps. I just really love it when we can find multiple uses for them. I'm going to say, excuse my daughters in the background making lots of noise. I apologize, they're playing video games. So being inspired by Olga's ice cream cone, I also wanted to find another way to use that cloud die. And so I was thinking on cupcakes, because I needed a cupcake the other day. And let me share with you what the stamp set looks like. This is the stamp set that I have. And I'm not crazy about the cupcakes on this stamp set. I love them. I just wasn't crazy about the tops of the cupcakes. I don't like all this extra stuff here, because when you stamp it out and you have one ink color and you have to want to add another ink color because of the solid against the print, it makes it really hard to color this if you want it to look plain. And I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I'm sure once you see the cupcakes you'll understand. So I was up one night and I was playing and playing and playing, and this is what I came up with. And how I created this was, I used my two cloud die cuts, and I used the bottom part of the cupcake holder from that stamp. I just fussy cut it out. So what you would need to create this embellishment basically is this. You need a cupcake holder, which I got from the stamp, and then I fussy cut. And then all you have to do is just cut out two of the cloud dies. Now you can use pattern paper, plain paper. I used both pattern for the cupcake holder and the cupcake. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to layer them like so. See how that is? And that will make a perfect cupcake. Now let me share with you how I do mine. Now I have a problem with my fingers, as a lot of you know, and I try very hard to hold on to my images but it doesn't always work for me. So what I did was I used my scallop circle flower punch. This is a 1.5 inch circle, and I hot glued it there like that. And that not only gives the embellishment stability, but it makes it easier for me to work with and place it. So when I did that, this is what you get. Then what I did was I took the bottom first cloud, and I added pop-up dots on the bottom of the layer, which would be like this. See, that's the bottom and that's the cloud. Now you're going to distress this, you're going to color it. You're not going to embellish it yet because you want to layer it first, but you can distress it before you put it down. And then I just press that in place, and that will give me my first little layer, as you can see there, with the pop-up dots. Then for the second cloud, what I did was, because I didn't want to have a layered look and I wanted it to look like it was fluffy, I took the second cloud and I just made a rounded edge, and I shaved off, maybe I would say 1/4 of an inch of the cloud. And after I cut that little piece off, then I distressed it and I added some little pop dots to the bottom. Again, you want to put it at the bottom, not in the center, and that will help with your layering. So then I took this one and I placed it right there, and then I pushed that in, and there's another layer. So now you have 3 layers of the cupcake, and your cupcake is done. Now you can go ahead and decorate it any way you want. Now when you do place these on projects, you want to add a nice little piece of you might even have to add 2 of them, of the foam adhesive or pop-up dots or whatever you do to give, or whatever you have in your stash to give your projects that added dimension. See there? Now I don't put that piece on until I'm ready to place it, because if I do, I have to leave the sticky part to it, otherwise it might stick to other things, and until I'm ready to use it, I'll just leave it like this. And then I'll distress it. I would have distressed these before gluing them down, but I was just layering them for the purpose of this video. And then you can decorate them, and see the difference? Yeah, that's with the little shiny ink and the pearls. And like I said, you can add seed beads for jimmies. You can add whatever you want. You can even use the little hearts that the cloud set came with, which is probably going to be how I decorate some other ones. And this was what I created using those embellishments.